What's up, fellas? We're going to teach you how to do a oil change on this 2016 Street Glide Special. It's got the 120R motor in it, so it's super fast, super fun. We'll get to it right now.
Drop! Broccoli, celery, gotta be VeggieTales, lima beans, collard greens, peachy keen, VeggieTales.
Using the ultimate cycle lift, man, this thing is awesome. This thing will raise this bike up no problem, up to about 50 inches. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and raise that up, get it right to the right height. We're going to put the oil cart right underneath, and we'll get onto it. All right, what up? We got this, the bike all turned around on the lift, and we're gonna get to draining the oil, stuff like that. So hold tight, we're almost there. All right, first things first, we got to remove the dipstick right here to relieve some of the pressure. This one has the oil temperature sensor and everything on there, if you can see that. Go ahead and just loosen that up for now. Kind of hot. You always got to get your bike up to operating temperature, have it run properly. Take that, just leave it right there for now. I'll leave that open, nice and easy. We're going to fill that up right here in a minute. All right, guys, we're here to the underneath view of the bike. Might be a little bit hard to see, but we're gonna get in there and get the job done. Just need to get some need your 5/8 inch socket. If you can see that, that's gonna go right up underneath here, right on there. Crack that loose. You see that in there? Yep. So this other one that you see in here, this one right here with the wire coming out, that's actually a, I believe, a 9/16 Allen that goes in that spot. This is actually for the the oil temperature sensor. This is going up to those Dakota digital gauges that I have up there at the top. All right, I like to just get this loosened by hand. Pretty much done with this for now. Here's what I also like is one of these oil change tools. This one just magnetized right on there to the oil pan bolt, and when you watch, when it comes out, it's just going to pull right off and basically not allow me to get oil all over the bolt in my hand. So it's a pretty cool tool. You can pick it up for about 12 bucks on Amazon. There we go. We're going to use we're using the Harley Davidson style oil filter wrench. It's got the little cutout there for all the wires and stuff down here. Just want to stick it on there and get it worked up right into that little position there. scratches right off. It's gonna drip on down through the frame. That's hot. And you want to carefully pull it out there, try not to spill much. Come on. Takes a little finesse sometimes. And we're just going to dump that out right here in the pan. Alright, as you can see, that filter's off right there. Letting it just drain out there. Get the old one out of my way. So yeah, there's the old one right there. Nice and hot. Alright, we're using this Amsoil part number EAOM134C. I'll also leave a link for that in the description as well. That way you have it ready to go. These also come in black as well. What I like to do is get a little bit of the oil, kind of get that O-ring nice and saturated. A little bit of the old stuff, no big deal. Right there, just in the threads there. We're just gonna put this on hand tight. Some people like to fill them, some people don't. I don't really like to fill them because I tend to spill them. But it goes right in here like this. Nice and hand tight. And if you want to put a wrench on there, I usually don't because they'll tighten up a little bit after time. Plus my hands are kind of greasy right now. But just to give it about an eighth or so turn with the wrench would be alright. Just get it seated. You don't want to over tighten those because it will cause leaks. Got all my oil change tools right in here, everything that I need. Perfect, right in front of me. Again, everything drains right into my custom made pan here. Into the bottom here goes right into my disposal containers. That way I take them out and get them recycled like pronto. Perfect, nice and easy. Very, very, very minimal mess. Hit me up in the comments if you want to know how I built this thing. We'll go from there. Back over here on the oil filler side, this bike I usually like to start with 3 quarts in there. Typically it takes about 3.5 or so, depending on what other modifications you might have. But consult your owner's manual. You'll find out the exact quantity that you're supposed to in here. But I usually like to do about 3.5 quarts after I put it down back on the side stand and check it from there. You know, of course the dipstick too, make sure that's all cleaned up. I just like sitting right there, it's just fine, no big deal. Before you put any new oil in, just make sure that you put your oil pan bolt right here. You can see it right here. You want to make sure that you put that back in, that it's snugged up. You don't want it too tight because again, that O-ring will compress, overly compress, and it will leak out the bottom. Got to use the good oil funnel, the Amsoil 2850 V-twin synthetic. That's what we like to use, the oil of choice on this bike. I'll leave a link for that in the description. We're about good. And we'll check the dipstick here in just a second. Alright, so you can see we're done here with the oil change. It's pretty quick, pretty simple. I mean, there's just some basic things to remember. Make sure you just jack your bike up on a suitable lift or stand or something. This one's pretty handy with this ultimate cycle lift so that we don't have to crawl on the ground and make a big, huge mess and whatnot. So things to remember is just make sure you loosen your oil cap or take it out completely. That way it'll relieve some of the pressure. Of course, make sure you get your bike up to operating temperature before you even put it on a lift. So after you take out that oil drain bolt, let all that oil drain out of there in a good container. I got mine set up pretty nice, so it goes straight into the recycled container or whatnot. If you want to take it to your local, auto parts place that'll recycle the oil and whatnot. So that's the way I like to do it. Make sure you put on the filter, you get the right filter. Of course, oil it up, lube up the O-rings and so forth. Put it on hand tight, that's all it really needs. You don't need it torqued on there. It's gotta be, you know, fairly easy to get off. That way you don't have to, you know, compress that O-ring in there. And that'll, I mean, it's pretty basic from there. Put your oil pan bolt right back in, go to the other side, fill it back up. You know, check your manufacturer specs, what's recommended, what type of oil you like. That's everybody's personal preference. My experience, you know, 65% of people like Amsoil. That's the polls that we've done here recently. Of course, there are other good ones, the red lines, the Royal Purples, Mobil 1, depending on what you like. Me personally, I'm an Amsoil guy. I like the Amsoil stuff. Remember, check it out in the link below. If you need to buy anything for your bikes, trucks, RVs, even your firearms, Amsoil has great stuff for your firearms as well. So check out that link below. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.